So this is a response to the video that I put out yesterday, one of the better videos that I've put out as far as viewership. But nonetheless, those of you that were suspicious of the character having quite a few OP legendaries, you are right. And everybody knows that. You know why? Because everybody knows how the Druid plays. It is the bottom of the tier list as far as anybody else's opinion goes, and it's very difficult to get decent builds off of them. I did have full legendary set. It was still fun to me. It was actually one of the only characters out of the 5 that I did to level 25 that I actually went after the world boss and beat it with. One thing to recognize as well is that even with it full legendaries, a lot of people were running those as well, and they were deleting bosses much faster than that. But at the same time, didn't use a pylon in this. I was showing how quickly you could take out a boss and not be getting in too much crap. Yeah, it was pretty quick in my opinion. But nonetheless, we will be running Druid as soon as the game comes out. Never know what they might do. They might actually boost it up like they did the Barbarian in the open beta. After seeing what had happened in the closed beta, playing the Barbarian in the closed beta was abysmal. It was very, very rough, to say the least. There were people that were finding thorn builds and everything that were doing well, but I ended up finding a build with this in particular and running it pretty much as is with the legendaries. And the legendaries that I got, like one of them was really, really early on, and it was a ring that I kept on the entire time. They gave a 20% increased chance to overload the lightning spell and increase an explosive damage to it. So that was a big part of the build in general. That one was definitely helpful. And then most everything else on the build were based off of barriers and everything. So it was fun to play. I know a lot of people had some trouble figuring out like easy ways to level them up. And I will say it was a difficult time to level them up. And yeah, pretty much every other character at this point is a lot better. You got Sorceress and Necromancer, who are top tier, obviously. They do ridiculous damage, and a lot of damage at that. They clear rooms, they're able to defend themselves, and they're also able to clear bosses really, really well. But nonetheless, I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and I'm going to play Druid. So if you guys want to see me either suffer or figure out a good way to run this when the game actually comes out, keep up with me on old Twitch. And when we drop on 2nd of June, I believe is when early access is, then we'll be playing Druid regardless if they do anything to him or not. It might be painful, it might be good, never know. There are faster ones, and everybody knows that there's better builds with better characters, but I want to be the outlier here and actually try to do the Druid and show that there are ways to get around it, the whole leveling system. And just to prove that, yeah, I was running higher end shit here. There you go. I'll just show that. Full legendary sets. So I can't really go back into the beta right now. So with that legendary set, it was based off of a bunch of barrier stuff. The weapon had the werewolf application to it, which it was supposed to do 80% more damage, but at the same time, it didn't feel that way. It felt like more or less the werewolves were just there to kind of act as like bullet sponges at that point, to be able to absorb damage and keep them off of me. But even with that, they didn't do that good of a job with that. Nonetheless, the character was fun to play, and we'll see how everything goes. If you guys want to keep up with what's going on over here, check me out at Pope and the Pope at twitch.tv. Keep up with this channel, and we'll post a bit more when we get a little closer, maybe some reaction videos to other people's statements and stuff. I'm not an authority on this, and I don't expect people to think that I would be, but you know what? I'm going to try my damnedest, and we'll see how everything turns out. And yeah. Appreciate everybody's comments. If you like the video, like the video. If you don't, go ahead and put a dislike on there. Comments are welcome. And yeah, if you sub, I greatly appreciate that. And, yeah, check me over on Twitch. We do stream every day. And yeah, so keep it clean, y'all. We'll see you guys in the next video or over on the stream. Peace out.